This feeling's
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the South European, I've forgotten, it's the SEEC, the SLSSEC. My name is Joshua Dowsey. Joining me for today's cast is of course the wonderful Jesper Benvarmeren. How are you doing today? We do make a good team. It's always a pleasure. The South East Europe Championship, man, that's a terrible thing to forget. But what I haven't forgotten is League of Legends, and that's what we're here to participate in, to spectate here, and to see which team will make it through the tournament and to make it to the end, qualify for this South East European Championship. And we're already into Champion Select here. Bans are flying out the window. We've got Echo, Soraka, Graves, and Maokai already. And some nice meta bans actually coming out.
Yeah, definitely some very nice meta bans. We don't see Graves being banned too much lately. He has been falling a little bit off favor. Normally we see him in the jungle, not so much in top lane, as we have a lot of priority bans coming out on. Maokai and Echo both being played in top lane, so Graves can obviously be a top lane as well, but you often see him in the jungle where he is very strong as well.
Absolutely, and Draven going to be banned out against the Greek team here. I believe it's Curse Gaming Greece. It's a bit of a mouthful, but that's obviously a target ban against Conkered here, who fantastic Draven player. Zed going to be the final ban from them, and so now we have to see what team here the blue side are going to prioritize. Abyss Wraiths here on the blue side. They've got quite a few options in this this meta of champions to pick. Be interesting to see which one they go for.
Sorry, Sivir is obviously open, so you could go for something like that. It will allow your team to have some disengage and some engage as well with Underhunt. Rumble could also be a pick. I'm not quite sure. We haven't seen a lot of Rumble lately. I'm still looking forward to seeing him come back into the meta, because we did see him in a short period of time where he came into the jungle, and I love to see that because I thought it was such a good pick. And he started to fall off even before the Luden's Echoes, sorry, the Runic Echoes, sorry, were nerfed. So this could be a Rumble. Obviously it is a flex pick that could also go to the mid lane or to the top lane.
Yeah, we'll have to see where that one does go. Azir first picked for this Curse Greece team, and that's a brave choice there. Unlucky, most likely going to be playing that one in the mid lane. And to first pick it says that you're confident at your Azir play. You know, there are champions that can counter Azir. We've seen the likes of long range champions coming out. Probably Vel'Koz is the most prominent counter pick for Azir at the moment. So have to see what will be prioritized here by this Wraiths team. Jack's also their second pick. Could also go anywhere. And then we're looking at a Nidalee pick for the Wraiths, and they're going to lock in Morgana as well.
So, with Morgana and Nidalee being locked in, it kind of tells you that you want to go for a siege composition, because you already have a lot of poke and you have that disengage necessary with Morgana. And Rumble can obviously be very good in a siege as well, because of his ult allowing you to die, for example, disengage. You can even poke with a lot of his abilities as well. But especially the Morgana pickup I really like, because that Black Shield will help you to counter the two picks that you already had seen on the side of AV, because Azir and Jax won't be able to do anything against the Black Shield.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of AP damage coming out of the side of the blue team at the moment. The graphics are a bit mixed up here. It's actually the Abyss Wraiths on the blue side and Curse Gaming Greece on the red side. So we'll get those swapped over real quick for you. But It's going to be a Lucian and a Zac now locked in for the Greek team. That Zac has got so much engaged potential. We've seen a lot of Zac recently in the meta, and that Lucian, if paired with the right support, can be a deadly AD carry in the bot lane. Have to see how Mimi decides to deal with that one. They have locked in the Misfortune. Yeah,
as you said, Lucian can be very devastating, and against the Misfortune, Misfortune will be better in an extended fight, just because of a double tap being so strong, and you can swap between attacking the support and the AD carry. And you have Morgana as well, so really the bottom lane on the side of AW will be very, very strong. But it depends on the support that will come out. Oh, wait, actually, Morgana's not a support.
No, Morgana's mid lane. It's going to be a mid lane pick for Marco here. See how he can play against this Azir. Be an interesting pickup here. And that's going to be the team compositions rounded out. We do have Curse Greece. They're a little bit out of order there, but we'll work it out. We've got a Jax in the top lane by the looks of it, Zac in the jungle, Azir mid lane, Lucian in the bot lane with a Braum, and that Lucian Braum, the last pickup for Curse Greece, is quite a deadly combination. I was saying, you know, you have to pick up the right support for a Lucian, so Braum is basically it. You've got that concussive blows passive from Braum that you can proc extremely quickly with Lucian's double tap passive. Means if the concussive blows does get onto the right target, that person is going to become stunned within seconds.
And the thing about Braum is also that he opens up for some very strong ganks that can come out of that Zac pick being picked up by Conceit, because as you said, the Light Slinger that will come out from Lucian will help to proc those concussive blows very fast, and that way Zac is going to be such a strong pick against these two immobile bottom laners on the side of AW. So for AW, they need to be careful in their bottom lane, because, as I said, Sona and Misfortune can very easily be caught out of position.
Yeah, absolutely. Sona and Misfortune both. Sona may be less immobile than Misfortune, does have that movement speed buff that she can give to herself and her allies, but it's a very squishy bot lane that a Jax is going to thrive off of, you know, able to get onto that back line, able to try and knock them up. And yeah, it's a great pickup by them. They've read the composition that AW have created. Curse Greece, you know, doing well with that, and they're looking to try and make it a thing for them. So really nicely drafted by Curse Greece, actually.
Yeah, I really like as you said, the composition from Curse Greece is very good. It's very well rounded. You have team fighting potential. You have pick potential. You even have some strong laners to pair with that, and Jackson Lucian will be able to help shift the attention away from Azir in the mid lane, so he'll be able to keep shoving against Morgana, who isn't exactly the best pusher in the early games. So it's a very well-rounded composition, but still for AW, if they get ahead, they have such a devastating siege composition that they can overrun Curse if they're not careful.
Yeah, you know, they have to be careful here. They have to try and you know, position correctly here. It's a hard one when you've got a Zac, Jax, a Braum as well has a lot of engaged potential. The Azir, if played well, is also going to be a threat onto this almost non-mobile team composition. You know, Rumble moves around a little bit quickly. He's got that movement speed that he gets from his abilities. Nidalee can jump around. Morgana has the black shield, which she's going to have to use very, very carefully, because otherwise that Misfortune, who's going to want to be trying to dish out damage from the back line, is going to find themselves in maybe a sticky position.
That is definitely true, and with that sticky position, there are just so many that can jump onto Misfortune. You have Jax, Azir, Zac, Braum, everybody. Even Lucian can dash in and put down a lot of damage onto Misfortune. So the composition for AW is a lot focused around Misfortune, because you have all of the peeling that can come out of her. Obviously, she's not the only one that packs damage, but basically, Sona can peel for her. Morgana can peel for her. You have Rumble that can basically also peel for her. So there are just a lot of peeling on that side, and if Misfortune starts to fall behind, then you should start worrying.
Should start worrying indeed, guys. We're going to be loading into this game very shortly. Love to see who you guys think is going to bring this one home, whether it would be the Abyss Wraiths on the blue side or Curse Gaming Greek in the red side. This is the first match of the Southeast European Championship. All these teams are playing to qualify into the third season here at ESL. So exciting stuff for these teams. Going to be battling it out on the Rift, and the best team will progress forward to the next round.
Yeah, both teams obviously want to go all the way, and if you really play out of your mind in this tournament, it's not the only qualifier for the offline stages, and all the teams obviously want to get to those offline stages just to have a chance at playing at the LAN party and winning some huge cash prizes.
Absolutely. There's 2,000 euros on the line for the winner here. That's what they'll be wanting to come home with. Obviously 1,000 for the second prize prize. And then after that, that's when the money starts dropping. So you really want to be the best team here in this competition. You've got this first qualifier, a second qualifier that will be happening later on. And not after that, not so many options for these teams to qualify. So today, it's all or nothing. Try and make your name known here on the Rift. And we're going to be jumping into game, and should be a good one.
Yeah, definitely should be, and I am looking forward to seeing this game because I think that it's going to be a very bloody game. Both team compositions have some very bloody team compositions. There's a lot of fighting potential that could come out, and all of these mid-game power spikes that can also be completed for both teams should result in us seeing a lot of play around the Rift-Tailed and the Dragon, and especially around the mid lane, because you want to shove Unlucky out of that. You don't want to give him too much time to farm up, because then obviously your team composition on the side of AW will start to fall a little bit flat, because you have that mid game power spike and you don't exactly pack any late game carries.
That's true. So all on the line. Unlucky needing to scale up, as will Jax as well. So have to play carefully in their lanes. Rumble able to do a lot in this early to mid game. Can't wait to see a good equalizer. Hopefully he's proficient with the champion, because if he's able to get that off onto the majority of the members of Curse Gaming Greece here, then that will turn a team fight. Equally, if Unlucky able to position well, the rest of the front line able to protect the two AD carries, the AD carry and the mid laner, then that could go well as well for Curse Greece. So it's really going to come down to which team can play their composition well. But for Curse Greece, they're kind of betting on a bit of late game here.
Yeah, that is definitely true. But well, as I said in the Champions League, you have some strong laners in both the top lane and in the bottom lane. So with you going for a late game, you obviously can put up good fight in the early game as well, because you want to allow Unlucky on the tier to farm. Oh, Boxplat is already putting down a lot of damage.
Yeah, just trying to poke them out. Got that level 1. I guess a little bit of a fight. Unlock that counter strike to lock up the Rumble. Make sure that he takes a bit of damage. Rumble can't really trade too much back early on. Needs a couple more spells before he's going to be doing damage. So that's Bugsplat knowing his champion well, knowing his windows of opportunity. Going to try and do it again. Dodges out the spike, so doing well already in this top lane. It's good to see. He knows what's happening, and the Rumble gonna have to be careful because he's jumping in with a counter strike. He's just putting on so much pressure. There's the fire though. Gonna trade a lot back. Yeah,
Boxplat, despite putting down a lot of pressure onto Tomahawk, doesn't really have any sustain left. Very soon at least, because he only has 1 stack left of his corruption potion. So soon, Boxplat has to play more careful or force Tomahawk back, and this might be the time.
Yeah, well, Bugsplat's taken Ignite in this top lane, so he's looking to try and force Tomahawk out of it. He's got 1 stack of the Corrupting Potion, as you said, left. Tomahawk has already used his first potion up, got the Doran Shield to try and take a little bit less damage from the auto attacks, also a bit of extra health in the lane. So Tomahawk is also playing a risky game here. But as long as he uses the Flame Splitter well, gonna kind of keep Bugsplat at bay. Means that it's very risky for Bugsplat to go balls to the wall. Have to see now. Conke's looking to concede, I should say, try and find a first blood kill in this top lane. He's looking for a gank. Maybe he's gonna get it.
Yeah, Zack's such a strong ganker, and here we might go. I think he's charging up, and Bugsplat definitely wants to go in and use that ignite to get some early kill pressure. Here we go.
There it is. The elastic slingshot knocks him up. He's going to jump in with a counter strike, flashes away.
Oh!
That's a counter strike, ignite, and a flash forward from Concede with the blobs from Zack to make sure that first blood does go over to Curse Greek Gaming, and that was a nice little play by them.
Yeah, definitely a nice little play. You got the early blood, but you used a lot of summoners, and you might lose a kill here.
It's very risky for Reason only to go for this. He's going to try counter strike onto the Nilly, locks him up. Concede going to come in. Is he going to try and follow this one up? Actually, it's going to be a duel.
Oh wait!
They're going to get it. There you go. Concede takes out No Reason Blue. Jungle on jungle action. That's a Zack who's going to get paired 2-0 already to this Zack at 5 minutes into the game. It's going to give him a nice little power spike, able to get to that runic echoes quicker, or maybe we'll go for the Cinderhawk. Both builds are viable at the moment.
That was very well played by Curse Greek. They got 2 kills. Both of them went over to concede. So despite them not getting any kills over to Bugsplat, it doesn't hurt him too much because he got enough gold to get his pickaxe, and now Tomahawk will be in a lot of trouble, and Concede will have an easier time getting some kills, snowballing his lead, because he's already on the way to getting a runic echoes, and a Zack with a runic echoes. With him already being such a strong jungler, getting more damage is just going to make him a better jungler.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of what Curse Gaming Greece needed at this point, was to get the jungler ahead, get the lanes rolling in their favor just a bit. Gives them a lot of pressure moving into this mid game. You can imagine for Tomahawk, it's going to be not the funnest of lanes now that Jack's come back with a pickaxe. Going to probably build that into a Guinzu's Rage Blade, putting down a bit of damage. Tomahawk trying to trade it back, but it's not an easy task. Now I have to see if Concede can find a gank. He's actually charged the elastic slingshot the wrong way, and so that's not going to happen. Bugsplat taking a lot of poke from the turret. Not what you want.
No, not quite what you want. And at this point, Tomahawk should just lay low and wait for the farm to get to his tower, because he's very, very safe in the top lane. Oh, wait, actually, Nidalee in the mid lane.
Yeah, this could turn into a counter gank, but I don't think Concede's going to go for it. Maybe we'll try and go into No Reason. But there's Elastic Slingshot, got to knock the Nidalee up. Black Shield onto her, but it's not enough. Unlucky with the Sand Soldier sliding it on forward, picks up his first kill. And that was unlucky for No Reasonably.
Yeah, that was definitely not very good for No Reasonably, and he's starting to fall very far behind as Nidalee. You died 2 times in 7 minutes, and with Nidalee being that early game jungler, this is not what you want. You want to be the one snowballing, and as a matter of fact, that is Concede that is the one snowballing, so this is not a good ground for AW to go for. Oh, wait, actually Mimi, he might be caught out.
Trying to find a bit of a cheesy play there, because he's going to find Tomahawk here in the jungle. I don't think Concede wants this. Going to jump on out with that elastic slingshot. And there's no CC on Tomahawk, so pretty safe to go for that invade. Try and steal away some jungle camps. But as he said, that Nidalee, every time she takes a death, she falls behind in this jungle, and Nidalee needs to reach her early game power spikes as quick as possible if she wants to be the pressure on the map. Bugsplat's going to try and find another kill, pops the ignite down onto Tomahawker, but realizes not in the range for a counter strike, has to back on out. Now it's going to be God. Magus taking some damage, able to get out of that one thankfully, so not too much happening around the map, just trading back and forth.
And we have to keep in mind that with No Reasonably falling behind, we are on patch 6.7, so it is a nerfed Nidalee. She has less damage in her pounce in the early game, So that just makes it harder for her to come back into this game because of her missing damage. She's not going to have an easy of time picking up kills, clearing waves, clearing monsters in the jungle. So at this point, she's having a hard time. Oh, Bugsplat!
Bugsplat's in trouble on top of the equalizer, and he's gonna fall. I was liking what Bugsplat was doing there. Every time his Thunderlord's proc came up, he jumped on and procced it, but that time he went too deep under the turret, and Tomahawk pays dividends. He takes the kill, equalizing on the mistake of Bugsplat. Nice little play. That's not what you want. Jack's now gonna have to deal with a rumble with items. Gonna be building towards that Lysandri's Torment. And that's gonna hurt for Bugsplat.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt for Bugsplat, and it is a little bit sad for him because he was actually in a very good spot. He was forcing minions away from Tomahawk, and he was getting a fair goal lead off of those 2 assists he got early. So now it is actually, well, Tomahawk is in a good spot, fairly good spot, with the Haunting Guys just being completed. Someone like Bugsplat will have a hard time, and No recently trying to find and invade. I like what No recently are doing, trying to push his limit, trying to actually get something back after being shut down in the early game, and invading is definitely the way to go. So, but if there's no red buff, then you aren't going to be taking anything away from Concede.
And Concede's been spotted out here, left, right, and center on the map. So, Abyssal Wraith, they know exactly where he is. Maybe even look for a collapse onto this Zac, who's kind of a little bit lost, not sure where to go. Realize that the mid lane is warded. He realizes that the Rift Scuttler is warded as well, so makes it hard. Might try and find a gank here, and they're going to go in. There's the Elastic Slingshot. Black Shield was not channeled. In the bot lane though, the bullet time bowing out, but an Unbreakable Shield blocked it all up. Brom is standing in front of this Lucian, blocking it. They're going to try and get the concussive blows onto Mimi. Ooh, they just timed out, but he's going to get it anyway with the reset. And that's a double kill going over to God Magus in the bot lane. Now things are looking a little bit hairy for Abyssal Wraiths because this Curse Gaming Greek side, they're currently 7-1.
This game just tempoed up real fast. I mean, they weren't that far ahead in terms of gold, and now they just got a lot of kills. And now Bugsplat's
done it again!
Oh! Yes, definitely going back at it again. And, well, Tomahawk is the one that's doing really great on the side of AW, but what does that matter when the rest of your team is not doing fairly well, and you just lost a dragon, lost a lot of kills, and your mid laner is giving up so much farm to Unlucky, who will start to take over the game once we reach the later stages. And with all of that CS that Unlucky is getting, the later stages is not long to come.
Yeah, that's true. You know what they say, fool me once, shame on me. Shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. And for Bugsplat, that's the second time he's made the same mistake. Tomahawk goes, thank you very much, I'll take that. But it may not be enough for his team. You know, Abyssal Wraiths, they're bleeding gold across all lanes, including the jungle. And for Unlucky, he's 30 CS up, 2 kills up, and makes things very hard at the moment for Marco, who is just trying to farm up in this mid lane, just trying to have a good time. Concede, making his name known. Now Bugsplat going to try and find another gank. Could be engaged in the bot lane. Concede and Clear Mind leading the charge. They're going to go onto Mimi, flash forward to get the concussive. Stacks onto this AD carry, locks him up. Lucian going to pick up the kill and the double onto Sona, and that's Magus now 4-0 on this Lucian. Also 20 CS up. This is beautiful by Curse Gaming Greece.
And you know what else is beautiful? You have a Zac that just got 3 kills. You have an Azir who just got his snatches too. So that's a huge power spike to play around with. Towers will start to go down very fast. And then you have your Lucian, who is so far ahead in terms of gold as well. So really all of your carries are in such a good spot. And you have the necessary healing for them to really take over the game. And even Jax, despite dying 2 times, will be allowed to, at some point, when he gets his Ginsu's Rageblade, take over the split push game. So everything is looking very, very bright for Curse Gaming.
Absolutely. I want to see how they decide to punish Abyssal Wraiths. They've got this crazy lead. They're up by 6k gold. Might not seem too much, but at 13 minutes, that's huge. And so they've got these early power spikes. As you say the Abyssal Scepter. Lucian's going to go back, pick up the Essence Reaver, and probably some other stuff whilst he's at it. Guinsoo's Rage Blade just completed by Jax. This is when I expect that Abyssal Wraiths will start grouping and just taking turrets left, right, and center. They've got the outer turret in the top lane left, so they could group up with Jax, try and take that one down. They could group up mid and try and make their presence known. They've got a really good siege composition, and they've got the early start, so all they need to do, start to group up, maybe catch out Mimi and Bontek in the spot lane with Concede, and then they've got the inner bot lane turret. There's so many options, but what I would hate to see by Curse Gaming Greece here is just to everyone go back to the lanes and pretend like they've not got a lead, because that's how they can close out this game pre 20 minutes if they wanted to. Yeah,
you're definitely right, because the thing about poke or siege compositions is that you just want to keep fighting against them. That's the way to shut them down. Oh, we might see a fight again!
Yeah, there it is. Concedes make his name known. They knock up Vontek with the Glacial Fissure.
Oh, come on!
They're gonna pick it up. Hellas is the one who does it. The crescendo not enough. Now Tomahawk might even going to.
No.
Yeah, Bugsplat will fall down though. In the end, Tomahawk trading his life. Now they're going to go on to Mimi, flash forward by this Zac. It's not afraid of death. On to Marco. Unlucky coming around the corner. He's going to try and find some kills, and he does! On to Nilly, now on to Marco. Clearmind will pick that up with a Winter's Bite. Now they've got the choice. Do we go mid? Do we go bot? Waves are pushing either side. They're 14-3, now almost with a 7k, 8k gold lead. That's going to be the inner turret in the mid lane falling for them. And Curse Gaming Greek, they've basically won this game at this point. It's their game to lose.
It's definitely their game to lose, as they just got an official ace. They got a tower, an inner tower. And they can even just go back, spend all of their gold, and rotate over to the dragon. As you said, they have so many options open for them, and it's their game to lose if they start to give too many kills up to the side of AW.
Absolutely, yeah. Always good to see the lower seeded team coming in, stomping this team. They've got a pretty good organisation behind them. You know, Curse Gaming, quite well known across the gaming world, and so to have that backing behind them, that organisation. Obviously, this is a team that we probably should be looking at for possibly taking this one home, but now they have to try and work out what they're going to do. They're grouping up in this mid lane, unlucky here as well, and they're going to go on to Tomahawk. He's going to get locked up. Empress Divide will push him out of turret range. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And now it's time to take the last outer turret of this game. They're currently 10k gold up at this point, Benvarmeren, and let's make that 11k.
Misery loves company. You give up a kill, you give up a tower. Soon there's a 10k goal lead developing for your enemies, and this is the way that this game has been playing. Now
Vortec flashes forward, try and find the crescendo, blocked by the Unbreakable Will. He's going to go low, but so is the bullet time, chunking out people. Mattress is coming around the corner. Marco picks up the kill. Shutdown going left, right, and center. But hey, here's the trio in the top lane taking turrets. They're on to the inhibitor at 17 minutes. Equalizer try and take out this minion wave. It's actually going to do that. And so Bugsplat has to back off. Takes a lot of damage actually from this turret. Tomahawk may look to try and find a cheeky kill. This could be bad for Tomahawk. They could engage on him, knock him up, keep him locked up. It's a bit greedy. They don't really know where the rest of Abyssal Wraiths are, but they're going to take away the jungle nonetheless. Get a little bit more gold for themselves. There's no reason we're trying to find a turret kill in the mid lane. Might be able to do it if he's lucky, but yeah, that was a nice little play. Abyssal Wraiths knew they had to make something happen, so they group up in the bot lane and get themselves 2 kills. But what did they give up for it? They gave up an inner turret, an outer turret, and now the Rift Herald. Yes, there is a saying, you can make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, and that is basically what Curse Gaming just did. They made their own omelette, they broke a few eggs, but in the end, I'd say they were the ones that came out ahead because of the 2 towers they got. They got a Rift Herald as well on the side of Bugsplat, who is the best split pusher right now in this game. And now they're also going to get a dragon. They're stacking up rewards after rewards after rewards. And what is AW getting? 2 kills. Yeah, they're gonna
Bugsplat
try and find an engage. Bugsplat's by himself. This is really risky, but here comes Concede over the wall as well as Clear Mind. Bugspat does go down. They're trying to pick the rest of them up. Marco is the final target as No Reasonably is limping with her tail behind her legs. Marco gets engaged on Concede goes way over. Not quite where he wanted to. Marco going to lock up. Now Clear Mind has to be careful. He's going to get engaged on. That's No Reasonably trying to secure a kill onto Concrete now. He has the blobs. He's pinging for help, but I'm not sure the rest of his team can actually get there in time. Here comes Godmass. They're going to go onto No Reasonably, and they're going to pick up a kill. Unlucky secures that. Now Marco onto the turret, taking a culling to the face, forcing him out of the turret range, and that's going to be him falling. Double kill for Unlucky. They got the minion wave on this inner turret now. The last one of the game. Should be able to take that one out. No problems. 10k gold lead. Here comes Mimi. They're actually going onto Mimi. Emperor's Divide locks her up. Bullet time not enough. And they get 2 kills once more. Double kill onto the Azir. 7-0-3 with the Rylai's and the Nash's Tooth. And the inhibitor turret now going to take a chunk of damage as Tomahawk has to teleport on in to save this one. And he will do so. Equalizer onto Godmass. I'm not sure it's enough. Going to burn quite low, but he's going to fall down. Unlucky is legendary. Can't mess with Azir once he's taken over the game. This Emperor of Shurima, he will take your life.
So basically, again, you get an official ace. You get 2 towers. You get a lot of kill. You basically just get a lot of resources. And AW, they get 2 kills. It's not worth the trade. We're so close to getting a 20,000 gold lead. It's just so big at this moment that, again, you said it before, this is Curse Gaming's game to lose, and with such a huge power, such a huge gold lead, it's a very huge game to lose.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that I liked the move they made. You know, they jumped over the wall, tried to find a fight when they were doing the dragon. Probably not the best move. Bugspat now going to try and turn back onto Tomahawker, but everyone is they're collapsing on top of him. He's going to fall. And that's going to be the kill going to Mimi. They pick up a one in return onto the Sona, get the dragon as well. Now they can group up, try and find some kills. That is Bugspat going down in the end. So I'm not liking the moves from Curse Gaming Greece. Like they're making a lot of risky, unnecessary plays here. Not needed. Clear Mind may be a little bit caught out. Does have the backup of Concede. Going to jump in with an elastic slingshot, try and keep this Brum alive, but it's not enough as Tomahawker picks up the kill. Now Godmaster goes, I will 1v3, and he's going to do it, culling to the face of Tomahawker, but he actually gets locked up. He's going to fall. Now Unlucky, your turn to try and clean up, but there's No Reasonably. Gets knocked back by the Emperor's Divide. Double kill for this Azir. Make that a triple. He's going to try and get onto Marco. Can he do it? Not quite. But there it is. Triple kill for him. Is he going to go for the pentakill? He's not going to be able to now because that's oh
wait,
the quadra kill.
Penta?
He's got the pentakill. Unlucky with the moves. Well played in the chat, and the ace coming out by Unlucky and almost solo, you could say. He kind of was just on the edges of the fight. Picks that one up for himself. Nice play, but whilst Curse Gaming Greece, they're doing well, they're ahead. I think they could be playing this game a lot more clean. Like, it's kind of hard to say GG well played to them when they could have done that without losing a member. Like, Unlucky didn't have to be there. He gets shut down by Mimi. They're playing very sloppily because they know they've won this game. But it does mean that every time they do something like this, they're giving a kill on over back to the Abyssal Wraiths, and that's where the Abyssal Wraiths have a chance to maybe catch up in this game. I'm not saying they will catch up. I do think that this is still Curse Gaming's game to lose. You know, they've got it in the bag unless they throw it. But what they're doing right now could be considered throwing.
Yeah, you have a good point, and it's basically true. Curse Gaming, they could play it way cleaner, and I think they are just having a bit of fun right now. That they don't see it necessary to group up as 5, force the win out of AW. So they just have a bit of fun, and basically for Unlucky being there, I mean, who wouldn't want a fast B if you can do it that way?
Here's the engage onto Marco with that Glacial Fissure. Black Shield goes immediately onto the Morgana though, so it's okay, it's all fine. Equalizer almost up for Tomahawker, looking for a fight. Bugspat goes in, the bullet time chunking out, and there's the engage. Mimi gonna fall to the Zac, but she's got 2 already. now going on to Concede, trying to take him out. They're going to get it, but at what cost at this point? There is the kill. Now onto this Lucian. Unlucky looking to come around the corner, pick up some kills on this Azir. Goes hand deep, but gets locked up by the Crescendo. They're going to leave Marco to dust. He falls unlucky with the 14th kill of this game. Now they can try and push on to this inhibitor. But again, you know, Curse Gaming, they didn't have to try to 3v5. They do. The two carries now by themselves going to take out this inhibitor turret. Going to go into Vontek whilst they're at it. Tomahawk is trying to push this Azir off, but Azir does too much damage at this point. That could be the double kill going over to Unlucky. He gets one of them. Now onto this inhibitor. Unlucky going to try and chunk it out. Mimi has respawned. Vontek's looking to try and zone off. No reasonably, maybe with a spear. Not quite. Taking so much damage from Unlucky once more. Unlucky going in! He gets the kill, but he's going to try and find himself a second. He does! Now he gets triple! And it's Madris who steals that one up, but probably keeping the Emperor alive there. Now onto this inhibitor. Can they take it? They could have had an inhibitor way early, but at 24 minutes it's not bad. And that should it be the top lane inhibitor going down. Marco doesn't have it in himself to defend it. And God, Madras wants kills. Such a bloodthirsty game. There's nothing.
It's definitely a very bloodthirsty game. We've had more kills than we have had minutes in this game, so both teams are definitely just looking to fight. And Curse Gaming, they are maybe done having too much fun because they have finally broken open the base. They have gotten 2 inhibitors, and in the bottom lane, Boxplat is pushing to the next inhibitor, so we could very well soon see that there are going to be spawning 2 super minions in each lane, and then this game could very well be over.
Yeah, that's going to be the 3rd inhibitor going down. Crescendo comes through, locks up 3. Equalizer onto them all. They're going to be chunked down. They're taking the kills. Bugsplat falls. Everyone falling. Going to go into Concede. Unlucky's going to try and come in and save the day. He's going to set up his Soul Soldiers. He goes to 2. Double kill already. And he's going to go for his second. Concede picks that one up. Onto Tomahawk. Unlucky gets his triple. Now going to try and chase down this Nidalee. All they have to do is turn around and finish off this game. But Unlucky, 20-1 on this Azir, so fed on the Emperor. And there's the 3rd inhibitor falling. Concede going to let the minions finish that one off as he heads on over to the Nexus turrets. Try and finish this game off. Unlucky's still looking for a kill, but no reason. He's already recalled. Going to go into Concede. Concede could fall here. He knocks him up with the elastic slingshot, but that just sees his gap closer used up now. No reason. We're going to focus on keeping these Nexus turrets alive. You can't do it though. The super minions are crashing on in 1-4s. Should be able to protect this second one though.
There is just so much damage coming out from everybody on the side of Curse Gaming. Azir is just taking chunks after chunks. Lucian is also able to come out with a lot of damage, and he just completed his Infinity Edge, so his damage output will just be stronger. Even Zac just jumped onto Nidalee one time and she lost so much health. And take a look at your minimap. Curse Gaming, they are hovering around the Baron Pit. They want to do this tutorial style, and there's basically nothing that Atlas the Wraiths can do because they don't have any way of saving their base if they go out of there. And even while they are in a base, they are having a lot of trouble because their wave clear is definitely not too strong.
Yeah, they've not got the greatest of wave play here. They're trying to take out these double super minions, but at 26 minutes, that's a hard task. That's going to be a binding finding onto God Madras, but Marco can't follow it up. The Black Shield gets chunked out very quickly by Unlucky. Only a Nexus turret is between them and the victory. They take out Vontek, they take out Mimi. They're going to go on to Tomahawker, and he's going to fall as well. Now, Marco, you're in trouble. He gets turned on, and he's going to go down. That's a triple kill going over to this Azir. Make that a quadra kill for him. A quadra and a penta. What a way to finish the game. They take the Nexus at 27 minutes. 45-20. GG well played to Curse Gaming Greece. They won that one pretty dominantly. And hopefully in the later stages of this bracket, if they're to get a lead like that, maybe they'll close it out in 20 minutes.
Yes, very well played by Curse Gaming. I mean, they, as you said, got such a huge lead, and they were able to just use that lead all the way to the victory. They were able to just dominate the game so hard, and unlucky, he were close to getting 20k gold in this game. That's nearly 10k gold more than Tomahawk got in this game.
Yeah, well, it's definitely 10k more than his opponent. The Marco just wasn't having a good time in that mid lane up against this Azir. But GG well played once more to the Curse Gaming Greek squad, and they're going to progress to the next stage of the bracket. We're going to be back soon with our next game, so stick around. Don't go anywhere, because we'll be back with some more high-quality League of Legends in this Southeast European Championship.